So will AI replace humans in the next 5 years? And will AI take your job in the next 5 years? Let's try to find out. So I have honors in AI and data science, and I have taken executive education in AI, law and policy from London School of Economics and Political Science. So I have been researching on this topic, and we have already seen huge amount of investment being done to advance AI research. So there is everyone in the United States who is pushing their artificial intelligence models and investing a lot. For example, there is this Target project, which is close to $500 billion or even more to build data centers in order to advance artificial intelligence research, in order to train the new models of AI. There are other investments being done by Google, Amazon, and so on. So we have already seen artificial intelligence disrupting the market like anything. And we have seen disruption in the job market as well. We have seen some companies doing layoffs and some companies using AI to boost their productivity and stopping new hires. So we have seen that freshers are getting a tough time. So the question really is that whatever job you are doing, will AI replace your job in the next 5 years? So the answer is not so simple. It's pretty complicated. So let's look at this in a few steps. So there are four key things that artificial intelligence is unlocking right now, which it had never unlocked in such a massive scale before. And let's look at first what this is to understand the impact that it is creating on different industries. So the first impact that it has created is by mastering language. Previously, AI models struggled to understand language, and it did not have a very good understanding of human language. But right now we have seen large language models really mastering language and understanding the language of humans like it has never before. And we have seen that AI is able to write stuff it was not able to write before, and we have seen it making new posts. It can make social media posts and so on, and that is how it does through predicting the next token, or we can say the next text that it has to say, by making a map of various correlations between these words while it is being trained and finding out patterns between that. And it's basically computing the probability of which is the next letter that it has to put out. And we have seen so far that it is working really well. So it is disrupting the market of content creation, because it's really easy for AI to create content or write things. So writers could definitely have a little tough time due to AI mastering a language. And not just writers, but mastering a language can actually unlock many things which can help AI to understand the human knowledge even more. So, for example, AI can really learn well the philosophical knowledge, the scientific knowledge, and so on, all compressed into a single model with billions of parameters, which was not possible before. And you have some key historians like Yuval Noah Harari, who says that by mastering language, AI is unlocking and hacking the operating system of human and human knowledge and human society, and the way in which humans cooperate on a larger scale. It was not exactly possible for other animals, but humans have this ability to write language, to communicate in their languages and cooperate on a larger scale. And we have seen that AI is able to now master language. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that it is mastering programming. So programming is the fundamental basis on which a lot of softwares around the world are operating. For each and every software, there has to be some program where a programmer is programming the software itself. And now we are seeing that AI can write applications itself. It can write Android applications, it can write iOS applications, it can make a website in a few minutes. So programmers, it does improve the productivity of programmers, but there is a concern regarding whether AI could replace programmers itself. So we had already seen startups which had disbanded their programming teams, and there were single or two people just using AI to code all these applications. So it could definitely a bit concerning for programmers. And we'll look at the impact of this in the rest of the video as well. The third thing that AI is mastering is that AI is also mastering AI research itself. So we have seen that companies are trying to unlock this key of mastering AI research, using AI to master AI research itself and come to an intelligence explosion. So an intelligence explosion means that there is an exponential rise in AI advancements because AI is progressing so fast in AI research that it's progress is just exponential. It has still not mastered it as such, but we have seen that companies are trying their best to unlock this key of making their AI models master AI research itself so that they can beat their competitors by a large margin and get to superintelligence, which is a term for an AI becoming really intelligent in almost all the fields as compared to humans. And the fourth that we are seeing is the generative AI. So definitely the generative AI, we have seen that it can actually generate a lot of different creative stuff. So it is again a large language model itself, which is tied to the first and second step here. So a generative AI can create photos, it can create videos. We are seeing that AI can now animate stuff, it can animate videos. It is able to now create longer and longer formats of videos, longer and longer animations, and longer films, such as we have seen VO3, we are seeing Alibaba's various large language models, we are seeing other Chinese models which are open source, which are also understanding the physics of the world in their videos, which makes them really lifelike and realistic. So AI is definitely mastering that as well. It can also help make games, the generative world of the game itself. Previously, it used to take a lot of time to create a world, the game's world itself, the world inside the game. But now generative AI could generate it in seconds in real time. So that's a huge breakthrough again. And definitely we have also seen AI actually cloning voices, and we can actually dub particular sentence in any important person's sound and voice. So that is definitely concerning, but a breakthrough research as well. So we are still seeing that AI is struggling to perform longer tasks, and it's struggling to actually reliably complete tasks. We have seen this study from MIT, which has said that Fortune 500 companies are still struggling to actually adopt AI, and only a few percentage of businesses have actually successfully adopted it, and they are able to automate their workflow using AI. But a huge substantial chunk of 90+% of these businesses are still struggling to adopt AI in their processes. So they are seeing that AI is not very reliable to do various tasks. It sometimes hallucinates, it sometimes is not unable to understand the task properly, and there are various issues which businesses can run along when automating their tasks using AI. And there were some companies which had done layoffs but were then regretting of laying off when the AI models had come out. So yeah, one thing we can say for sure, that if your task is more and more complex for an AI to replicate, then you probably have more chances that you will not be able to get replaced via an AI model. It's better that you have an expertise, definitely multiple skills, but having an expertise in a complex skill that is harder for an AI model to replicate can ensure that you still have your job in the next 5 years and AI is not able to replace you. Definitely that cannot be guaranteed for sure, but I guess it boils down to trust. So the thing is that when businesses are using AI to complete a certain task, for example, let's say a financial institution is using AI to make some financial softwares, the key question I think they would be asking is that, do we trust a human or do we trust an AI to do that task? Can they actually trust an AI to fully do that task? I think some critical tasks like financial softwares would probably not be automated by an AI model because they would definitely need at least a human to oversee this process and have that knowledge to understand whether everything written by an AI model, let's say the program written by an AI model, actually is bug free or not, or actually is intended to do what the business wanted it to do. And for this, it's better to have a human oversight, a human with a certain knowledge to overlook an AI doing that job. So we are still seeing different AI agents which can be plugged into, let's say various softwares can be plugged into an AI model, and that AI model can perform different tasks for you. But we have seen that these kind of applications do have security risks as well. So people who are wary of this and businesses who are wary of this, that is that if they are cautious about this and concerned about this, they would probably not use this kind of technology. And yeah, it's definitely very important that you protect your data right now, because we have seen that AI models trained by these AI companies are breaching copyright laws, and they are training their AI model, let's say newspapers data, without taking their actual permission. We have also seen Anthropic, which was ideally a more ethical AI company. We have even seen them that they had admitted that they had downloaded pirated books and had trained on them, and they were willing to pay $1.5 billion fine as well after admitting this during a lawsuit. Unfortunately, we have seen that the US president is actually wanting to race with China as well, and he is not very concerned about this copyright law. He could as well protect this AI companies or help them bypass. As we have seen that there was this law called the Big Beautiful Bill, in which Trump and his administration had pushed for no AI regulation in the next 10 years, which was very concerning as well. So yeah, US is not having any regulation right now except the state laws, which is not prohibiting this AI companies to do massive advancements in AI. So this means that AI research will go pretty much unchecked for the next 3 to 4 years, and we'll be seeing even more rapid advancements in AI. And regarding code, we have seen that there are various coding assistants like Cursor and Claude Code, which can really program well and do the task of a programmer. And we have seen Microsoft, for example, saying that they would be automating and using AI to write most of their code, as well as some Web3 companies such as Coinbase. And this then comes to the questions that would programmers be replaced by an AI? I think that, as personally, I would not be replacing my own front-end programmer, even if I am able to make a website or front ends using Claude Code or Cursor, because I still need a human with full stack knowledge, with programming knowledge, to oversee and check whether the code written by an AI is actually reliable, even to maintain the code and make changes according to what I want. In my startup, I would not replace an AI, but I could definitely use it for assistance. There is still a silver lining, according to me. Having programming knowledge can definitely help even when AI is replacing programmers to a certain extent, or it's automating the job of programmers as software engineers. And the issue of AI disrupting the markets and jobs is complicated by Trump's tariffs, in which Trump's tariffs is actually hurting businesses around the world. And we have seen job losses due to Trump tariffs as well, and businesses shutting down. Some businesses are not ready to do new hires due to market uncertainty, due to economic uncertainty, which is coupled with disruption due to AI as well. It's quite hard actually to say what's the exact impact due to an AI on the job market and what's the exact impact due to Trump's tariffs, because on creative industries, for example, and software industries, because this is getting intertwined. So which jobs will actually survive the test of time? at least in the next 5 years. So I think there are various key points to remember here. So first we need to look at the problems that AI is actually causing itself. Can an AI actually solve the problems caused by an AI? For example, there are mental health issues that are arising due to an AI chatbot interacting with humans, or let's say through a social media platform that is being automated by AI. For example, AI algorithms causing mental health problems. Can an AI actually solve this problem? Or do we need humans to solve these problems? So, my hypothesis is that as more and more AI algorithms are being deployed and used around the world, people would probably face mental health issues, and there would be certainly a requirement for humans, certain human with human knowledge about human psychology and psychiatry, in which they are able to solve these problems generated by AI. So we should think in a way in which we are seeing what kind of problems that an AI is creating, and can we actually solve that? Because a technology does not always solve all the problems, it does create some as well. So if your mindset, if you're working in that field and you are learning and advancing to solve these problems created by AI, then you would probably be better off as well. So yeah, psychologists and psychiatrists and so on would definitely be needed, in my opinion. So yeah, even video editors, we would not be replacing our video editors as well, even if there are really good AI softwares in which AI is able to edit videos. Because I think for a good filmmaking or good editing of videos, we still need human who has a good understanding, who is able to communicate well with humans and understand the problem quickly and properly. So yeah, YouTube video editors, according to me, in my opinion, are still not going anywhere due to AI. So that is here to stay, in my opinion, and we will not, at least I would not be replacing them with AI, but definitely there could be productivity boost by using AI edited softwares. But yeah, they are not completely being replaced right now. And let's also look at cybersecurity. We are probably going to see more and more cyber attacks being done by AI models, automated cyber attacks, or cyber criminals doing cyber attacks. So we would definitely need more robust cybersecurity, or people having an understanding of real cybersecurity, as that would be a real problem, a national security problem, as well as a business problem, as businesses would be at threat. So having expertise in cybersecurity knowledge can actually help you with AI research advancing so rapidly around the world, and that could help you in the next 5 years defending your job or your startup from an AI. And yeah, as I've said before, complex financial problems, complex financial structures, complex financial softwares would probably need better humans for understanding and keeping them safe, maintaining them. And an AI, I don't think, would be completely replacing these kinds of jobs, or let's say any kind of really, really complex critical job. So maybe an AI assisted job can help in that, but we can still not be very sure about other jobs, because there could be breakthroughs in AI architectures, for example, which we have seen in case of DeepSeek, that it was a different model architecture and it was more efficient than the large language models of the United States and America, which we had already seen. And there could be similar kind of architectural breakthroughs in which there are more and more efficient AI models which are doing the job really better. So we cannot say for sure for other jobs, but I do think that complex financial softwares, financial institutions would not be very ready to replace their existing humans or human jobs from AI, and jobs that actually require physical presence. For example, sportsmen. Sportsmen cannot be replaced by an AI. Uh, it's not like a real steel match. if robots are able to evolve in that, still it may create new avenues, but people would still want to see tennis players, human tennis players, playing tennis, playing badminton and football. So the jobs of sportsmen are definitely not going anywhere. They are here to stay. And any kind of job that actually requires you as a human to actually humanly connect with your clients. So an AI may definitely reach out to humans online, but businesses and the kind of deals that require humans to be on the ground to interact with other humans, so only humans can do that right now, at least for the next 5 years. So this would not be probably disrupted by an AI, these kinds of jobs. Business representatives and marketeers whose actually physical presence is much required, their job could be better off. Their job could be more less prone to the advancements in AI. And so we can also say that delivery boys in India and Zomato and all delivery boys in various countries would probably be not be replaced by AI, because AI is not really rapidly replacing humans at these kind of levels. So developing countries, at least, whose roads are maybe more complicated or the infrastructure is not so good, so these kinds of jobs are not going as well, of actual transportation and so on. So drivers and delivery boys are definitely here to stay, unless there is a country like in China, we are seeing in Wuhan that there are automated taxis. But in places like Mumbai, that is very tough to see, which has complex traffic and complex road, and there are so many potholes that are there on the road. So it's unlikely to see that kind of master placement of humans by AI. So these jobs are definitely probably not going anywhere. And yeah, lawyers who need to appear in court, definitely their job is not going anywhere. And there were court rulings as well, some of them which said that they did not want an AI to be used in court proceedings, and some were definitely using it, but AI is not reliable and it definitely hallucinates a lot. So it cannot be trusted to represent humans in legal matters. So lawyers who need to go to court, so lawyers would definitely be going to court, and there would not be an issue of AI robots, maybe for example AI robots going to courts instead of humans. That's not going to happen. Or AI chatbots representing certain clients in courts, that's definitely not going to happen as well. So yeah, humans would probably be required in various kinds of jobs, and plumbers and carpenters are definitely kind of jobs as well, where humans would be required, these kind of physical tasks. But cognitive tasks, definitely we are seeing a threat by AI, because it's able to do cognitive tasks and it's able to certainly do some kind of tasks as good as humans, but it's still not there in which it can completely replace humans in a lot of these tasks. Even if we are seeing generative AI making really good videos, we could see AI being used in various films, but it is highly unlikely that all the humans in the film industry will get replaced. Definitely some of them might get replaced, but we need to also see that the copyright laws, they are using the they're stealing actually the data of these creative people. They are stealing the videos of people. They are stealing the books of writers, and they're training and on this stolen data, and actually they are competing with them again. So I think this is highly unethical, and people should speak up against this. This will still continue to happen unless people actually speak up and pressurize these AI companies or their governments to not allow this. But we are definitely seeing that this is happening and this needs to stop, but it's not going to stop anywhere right now, at least for the next 4 years. As we have said, we have Trump right now. And yeah, we have also seen that China has said that by 2030 it wants to be an AI leader, and it had released this document way back in 2017, 2018. In this document, they had said that they would be making breakthroughs by following certain plan and becoming a leader in AI. And China is definitely not stopping as well. It's competing directly with America, and America is also directly competing with China. And this is kind of an arms race again as to who gets to better AI models first, because it's a general intelligence. Unlocking AI in one field could unlock capabilities of AI in different fields as well. So it's having high incentives to actually do more breakthroughs in AI research, and that's what we are seeing primarily America rushing and pushing for this. Finally, what you can do to actually save your job or your livelihood from AI and disruption due to AI. So one of the key things is, as we have already discussed, is to still keep learning and improving. If it's AI, if it's artificial intelligence, go and learn more about it. If it's whatever field that you are in, try to learn more and more knowledge in that field. Try to learn more about that field. Go deeper and deeper into that field. Try to learn more complex tasks so that better AI models might not be able to replace you. And at the same time, keep your data safe so that AI models could not steal your data to probably replace you. And another key thing that you need to focus is that you really need to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a builder, like an entrepreneur. It's okay if you don't want to start a business, but there's a term called entrepreneur, in which even as an employee you can have that flexibility and that kind of knowledge to have that certain kind of expertise to do stuff and flexibility to do stuff at your job. So thinking like an entrepreneur or even entrepreneur can help you to become a pillar of your company so that it's really hard to replace you or through an AI, because you become a critical part of the company and it's really hard to replace you and try to become certain pillar of your company. So yeah, definitely not everyone is able to become an entrepreneur, but if you think about an entrepreneur, if you think like an entrepreneur and have an entrepreneur mindset, a builder's mindset, you would probably be better off as well. Even if there is disruption due to AI, let's say you are able to start your own project as well. That could make you a bit safer if you're able to monetize it like an entrepreneur. And being dependent on your job only could actually be riskier right now due to the disruption due to AI. So yeah, I think you definitely need to think like an entrepreneur, like a builder. And even if you are doing your job, that's great, but also start thinking like an entrepreneur and improve your skills. Try to build something, try to use some AI tools to build something, and that could really turn out to be more productive for you. Maybe you are able to turn that into a product or your company. So yeah, entrepreneur definitely is a unique set of people. Entrepreneur mindset is like a person who is also a leader. The person also has decision making skills and knowledge of more domain knowledge, you can say more flexibility, more leadership skills, much more understanding of the business model, and flexibility to take decisions regarding that in an organization. So becoming an entrepreneur can also help you a lot when AI is disrupting the market everywhere. So yeah, I think a hybrid approach is very much needed in this era of uncertainty and this era of AI causing disruption into the market. And I think still it is pretty far for AI replacing a lot of human jobs. Substantial, let's say more than 50% of humans, or near about 30 or 40%. We are still far away from that, but we need to keep our fingers crossed and still keep learning and still keep pushing, because we never know when these AI companies release a certain model that could actually automate a lot of tasks in your domain. So, yeah, to stay updated on the latest topics in AI and also blockchain and Web3, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time.